Welcome in, everybody, to Purple and Gold Talk, brought to you by the Off the Bench podcast. My name is Jim Cross. I'm joined as always by the Ava Garza. Ava, we did not take over Nashville this weekend like we said we were. Are you doing okay?
I'm recovering, but I don't want to recover too much because I know we got a rough weekend ahead of us. So, I'm trying. I'm trying my best. Tough recovery,
Well,
but we're getting
we
there.
found a cure. We're going to talk LSU baseball. And so, with that, we're going to talk to our man, Reagan Ricken. Before we do, though, we got to plug the sponsors. Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering young men and women to be bold in their faith. Chinook Seedery, 8 flavors, mild to wild. The best sunflower seeds in the game. And then I got to give a shout out to my boy, Hot Rods Creole, Kay Beloso's dad, Rodney Beloso. We're going to be all over their new merchandise. We decided to sponsor into them, but shout out to them as well. But Reagan, man, how we doing?
Doing good. How about you guys?
I was struggling. I'd still been on the struggle bus since the loss Saturday. Hadn't been feeling well either. And then, we talked about it. I got to play it for those who hadn't seen it yet. This video comes out. I feel just a little bit better. So I got a question for you, Reagan. Do we dismiss how bad my boy, two-time guest, Kate Anderson, is because of how good he is at baseball?
Oh,
it's pretty rough, right?
yeah.
What do you think, Ava? Ava, because we know Will killed it, but
Listen,
outside of that, there's some work to be done.
Okay, so they're not good at dancing. They're good at everything else. I mean, they have 2 national championships under their belt. Come on now. The one thing that they're not good at is dancing. Well, the one thing that Kate Anderson is not good at is dancing. We got to get he can't be good at everything. You know what I'm saying? He had to have something that he's not good at.
Well, the question I told you I was originally going to ask Reagan was, he's obviously been around the guys they go to leave. Were they nervous? Clearly not. But Reagan, you were around them. Just how excited were they for this trip?
They were super excited. It's such a great accomplishment for them, and for me, I watched every game on television at home last year, and now that I know these guys and how they feel about the game and how they go about their business each day, it's super cool for them, and I just hope they enjoy it.
I just know this, Ava. Not every team they like LSU and Washington. I'm just saying because not every football team gets to go. Not every baseball team gets to go. Somehow we keep getting invited. We keep doing the thing. So, and I think Reagan and the boys are going to do it again, and they're just going to be right back.
Yes, absolutely. So, Reagan, we get to do the whole intro. Where are you from?
I'm from Temecula, California, so Southern California.
So, what is the one thing that I absolutely have to do if I go there?
Me and my friends go to the beach a lot, so I'd probably say go to the beach. Either somewhere down in Newport or Laguna. Those are the best ones in my opinion.
You'll have to have a better beach than where I'm from because it's terrible. Galveston Beach is terrible. So, but we always ask, what is the best place to eat there?
Oh, that's a rough one. They got some really good Mexican food down there, so I'd recommend some Mexican food.
I mean, I got a question before you move on. Reagan, you a surfer?
I do surf a little bit, not too much though. I've done it a few times.
I try. I have respect, Ava. When I was stationed out there, I tried to learn to surf. It's a lot harder than you think it to be.
I haven't been tempted, so I'm gonna keep my feet in the sand for now because I don't think I want to feel that bad. So who is your biggest influence growing up?
I'd probably say my dad. My dad's been super close with me in my whole life when I was growing up. My dad also played professional baseball, so I mean he's been a huge influence on my career so far. And yeah.
I'm gonna assume your dad isn't your favorite athlete of all time, and if I'm right, who is your favorite?
My favorite's Garrett Cole. I like to try and model my game after him. So
that's cool though on dad though, having that insight. Let me ask you: Does it make it harder when you play because you feel like you have to meet these expectations because your dad was who he was, or does it actually make it a little bit easier because he kind of doesn't put the pressure on you?
I think it makes it easier. He does not put a lot of pressure on me at all. If anything, it's just more helpful because he's been through it all already and he knows every step of this. So just him like guiding me through the way, it makes it a lot easier for me.
So, two-sport athlete in high school. In what ways did playing football make you a better baseball player?
It did a lot for me just by putting weight on, getting stronger, just conditioning. We always thought in my family, like we would talk about it all the time. Just being a two-sport athlete, it's just good for you. Like it makes you a better athlete. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons how I ended up here is just I'll give a lot to football.
So, you're rated by ESPN as the number 121 prospect in the nation for the 2025 MLB draft. What made LSU the landing spot for you?
They do such a good job with recruiting down here and just the environment with the football games and all that. I know super cool. But also this is the SEC and this is where the best competition is and that's where I wanted to play. So it's kind of a no-brainer for me.
So if there's anything I know, I lived in Southern California, spent majority of my life in Louisiana. They are two completely different places. So I ask you, moving from one to the other, was there a culture shock for you?
Oh yeah, it was a huge adjustment. So we got here over like the middle of the summer, I'd say around July. Um, and honestly, I'm still not used to the weather now that we started playing games. So it's gonna take me a minute.
It's going to pay off though. Next season, when it starts getting hot, it's not going to be hot for you. Like me and Ava joke about Omaha last year, and when we were there, we couldn't handle it. But the guys on the field, who are out there sweating, and said it wasn't no big deal. But that's because y'all are trained for it. So that Louisiana heat can prepare you for anything.
Yeah.
What about food? I gotta know, man. Have you found anything that you like in Louisiana that you don't normally get in California?
Uh, no, it's all pretty much the same except for like these few places like Chimes. Never have that before. Never heard of it. Went there the other day. It was pretty good. Walk-ons is a pretty good go-to spot. I like going there. And just, I mean, there's a few other small restaurants that we don't have that are new.
Yeah, we were there a couple weeks ago, and we were actually watching you pitch, which I'll get to. But my nephew had never had gator before, Ava, and he was fascinated. And I was like, "It's just chicken, really. Like, it's good. Like, but it was funny. To me, it wasn't something like you hadn't tasted before, but he was pretty impressed. And it was at Chimes. That's the reason I bring it up. But you were talking about football. You were talking about the developing the strength. If there's anything people know, the LSU weightlifting program is second to none in baseball. Talk about since you've been there, how much you've been able to use that and get acclimated and just get bigger, faster, stronger.
Yeah, no, it's been amazing so far. I think Coach Martin does a great job on that side of it, but he also is helping us lift to become better baseball players and not better overall athletes. So it's mainly it's like towards baseball. Everything is towards baseball. So I mean, he does a great job. But I've put on probably a little bit over 20 pounds since I've been here, which that's been a big goal of mine for a really long time, and it's never been this easy. So he does a great job with what he does with us.
Yeah, I mean, when we had Derek Curriell on at the start of freshman year, and he talked about wanting to put 20 pounds on, it was one of those things. It was hard to see. He's 6'1", but as far as his overall size, just not a big guy. And then he posted those pictures on Instagram showing the 20 pounds he put on, and it just shows you put in the time, you put in the work, you got the right strength coach, nutrition, all that. Man, you can do it. And so for you guys being able to obtain and get to the size that you want to, especially for you on the mound, there's obviously goals that you have. So I talked about being there a couple weeks ago. I got to see you in fall ball. Ava was there with me. You had 2 innings of shutout ball, 3 Ks, didn't allow a hit, touching up to 96 miles an hour. How have you felt about your fall so far?
Pretty well. I think I put myself in a good spot. I'm just having a lot of fun playing, trying to build relationships with my new teammates, and it's been pretty fun so far.
Yeah, because we talked about it. I was talking with Kate Aaron Beatty's dad. We were sitting up there talking about it. Hitters are going to hit, but you want to see your pitchers do well in the fall, and I think that's what I've seen the most since in the few times I've been down there, and that's what I really want to see is you pitchers develop that confidence as we get around closer to season. So I love to see it. Is there any hitters that you feel like have been more difficult when you've approached them, whether it's the younger guys or maybe the veterans?
Yeah, Seth Darter. He's put up a few good at bats against me so far. Love the competition from that kid. Just a few veterans. Jake Brown puts up good at bats. I haven't faced Zach York yet, but I really want to. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think everyone's doing pretty good so far, and I mean, I'm just ready to compete with these guys.
He's been seeing the social media post, Ava, about Zach York is staying hot. He wants to silence that himself.
Oh yeah.
Seth is our guy, though. I projected him as being the top transfer this year. I just loved what he did at Kansas State, getting to come home to LSU. So I love that you spotlighted him. What about the freshmen? Talk to me about some of the freshmen that maybe people don't know. Like, obviously, you're a big guy on the list. Ethan's a big guy on the list. But who's a couple of guys that maybe people don't know that they need to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, Omar Cerna, my roommate. The development he's getting here is just a lot better than what he would have got, and I'm glad that he pulled his name out of the draft and that he's here. He's a great kid, and he's improving so well already. So I'm ready to watch that kid play. Obviously, Ethan. I didn't know the kid super well before I got here, but he's a great teammate. Love that kid's defense. I think he's gonna be really good one day. And there's a few of us. I think pitchers so far, the freshmen, me, Zion, Marcos. Once he comes back here soon, I think we're gonna be pretty good. So.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things that Jay's got a good problem to have. The talent between the freshmen coming in, the transfers coming in, and then what he had returning. A lot of you guys fighting for positioning, and it's going to be good. And that's one of the things I want to talk about. A lot of people saying you could crack this weekend rotation. Obviously, the rankings come out. You're ranked as the number 80th, freshman in the country. How do you block out any of the noise, whether from media or social media or just even around LSU, and just focus on your job, not worry about, if you're going to be in this spot or that spot, and just take care of business?
Yeah, I don't really look at all that stuff too much. I don't care about it. I know why I'm here, and I'm just taking it day by day and ready to play some games soon.
All right. Well, the last question I got for you, there's always room for improvement. What do you feel like is the one area, before next season starts, you need to improve the most?
Just start getting more consistent with all my off speeds. I want to be a big command guy for us this year. So just being able to command every pitch at any part of the count would be very helpful.
Well, I look forward to it. What I saw already, me and Ava, of course, I'm impressed. So far, you've met everything that I've said. And so, man, just continue to get better, continue to do everything you're doing. And like you're saying, don't block out the noise and stay focused. I see a big season on deck for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, before you get to head out, we always play a game with our guests. So today we're going to be playing this or that. You can pick one or the other, but you can't pick both. Are you good to play?
Yes.
So first question is better food, Cali or Louisiana?
I'm going to have to go with California.
It's only because he was there longer. He isn't.
Yeah, I think it's just because I'm more familiar with a lot more spots.
I know you boys have became wing addicts lately. I see in your story constantly.
Literally like once every 2 days.
I mean, every one of these guys. I mean, if they're not getting hooked up for all these promos they're doing on these wings, they're doing it wrong.
Would you rather go bowling or go golfing?
Golfing. I'm a big golfer.
So that means you're good. Like you're putting up
I'm not super good, but I'm all right.
Okay, we'll go with me.
Well, hey, we always determine if someone's good by if they say that they do top golf. If they do top golf, then we know that they do it a little for fun. They're not actually really good at it.
Yeah.
Which one is the better color, purple or gold?
I'm going to go with purple.
Would you rather strike someone out with a fastball or off speed?
Fastball. Just because I think it gets the crowd going a little bit.
Yeah. Concert or sporting event?
I'm going to have to go with sporting event.
If you could go to any sporting event, what is it? I mean, and it doesn't have to be the World Series because you're a baseball player. Like, you can go to anything, anywhere. Where are you going?
Oh, I would go to the Super Bowl. If it was two good teams playing, I would go to the Super Bowl.
Well, hopefully, if you're going to the Super Bowl, the only way I'm going is if my team's in it, because with as much as it costs, I'm not just going to watch two good teams. And, of course, the way the Saints are playing right now, I may never make it back to the Super Bowl.
All right, this is Jim's favorite question: 5 years in prison or 10 in a coma?
5 years in 5 in prison.
Okay.
There's not a good answer. You just got to take one.
Would you rather win a national championship or be the #1 overall pick in the MLB draft?
National championship.
See, I used to call all you guys liars, and we hadn't had this question in a while, but I brought it back around with us doing LSU baseball. Until Paul Skeens, we asked him that question before he was the #1 pick, and then we asked him again after he was the #1 pick. And if there's anything Skeens not as a liar, and he looked right at us and said he'd give the money and everything with it back and keep his national championship. And I was like, that really tells me everything, because we asked that question, but we never had anyone who actually has done it. There's something about the blood, sweat, and tears and the memories with the boys that you put in that season.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll have that feeling soon enough. Maybe 2 times. I don't know. 3 times. I don't know. You gonna be a draft eligible sophomore?
No, sir. Junior year.
Oh yeah, look at that. We can get 2 or 3 in here, Ava.
Absolutely. That's what we like to hear. That's what we like to hear.
I mean, look, everybody's already saying, because Tony V's leaving Tennessee. LSU is just gonna continue to cruise, which I thought we were gonna do anyway. So whatever excuses they need to make.
This is the best fall break present ever.
But before we cut you out of here, is there anything you want to plug or promote?
I'll just say shout out to Empire Wings for all the stuff they do for our whole team. I mean, shout out to
they got
LSU
you on them
baseball.
Chinook seeds yet?
Huh?
They got you on them Chinook seeds yet?
Oh yeah, every day.
There you go. If not, I was gonna get on somebody.
I'll just say shout out to LSU baseball. Congrats on the White House. Super cool.
Perfect. Okay, Jim, I'm about to do this. No mess ups. I got this.
All
You ready? I've been practicing. Reagan, we'd like to thank you for joining us. If you like Reagan's story and you love the purple and gold, please like and share on Facebook, retweet us on X, like and subscribe on YouTube, and give us a follow on Instagram. Our next couple of shows, we got all baseball, Marcos Paz, and then we'll have Braxton Beatty and Lawson McLeod. Until then, love purple and live gold.